This is Shirley, the herb lady. And today I'm going to speak on something that we use every single day. In fact, I will not even eat a meal if I don't have it, because I used to have bad digestion ever since a child. When I was little, at 5 years old, I was 95 pounds. I did not digest food. But now I digest food and I have no trouble at all. So the first one I'm going to talk about is Enzyme. And Enzyme, it's a vegetarian one, and I even use it on children. Like if a child can't be nursed and they drink goat's milk, it's too high in protein, so we put a capsule in there, and the baby doesn't have gas, doesn't have garlic. It's just really wonderful. But you need to know, people say, oh, I don't need enzymes. Oh, well, yes, you do. And you know where you get your enzymes from? You get them from your parents, your grandparents, and your great-grandparents. But it depends on how much raw food. They need to eat 80% raw food, and none of us. My mom we cooked all the time. She's from Kentucky, fried chicken, mashed potatoes, and gravy. We never had raw food, so I never got enzymes. And when you don't get enzymes, you don't digest your food. You might feel good for a while, but as you get older, you will not feel good. And enzymes, it says they're protein, and it says it helps every chemical reaction in your body. And I was under Dr. Frank, and I just thought he deals with, he works for the hospital down in Florida, and he says it's required for every single chemical action that takes place in your body. Nothing can happen in any of your systems, not your liver, your pancreas, nothing can move without enzymes. They have to have enzymes. And that's why we can never have too many enzymes. I mean, sometimes I can take 5, 6, 7. Now, certain ones, like the Proactizyme, you can take more of, and it cleans up your body. But it's for your digestion, for your bloodstream, for your immune system, for your kidneys, for your liver. Enzymes regulate all your body functions. And he was talking about this, and I just thought, well, boy, I didn't realize it did all this. All I know is it made me really feel good, and I know that the enzyme that I take is this one right here, and it's called Food Enzymes. Now, this is for people that's 36 years or older, and it has protease in it for protein, it has high lipase for fats, and it has amylase for carbohydrates. And this is the one that I take, and it just, everything digests. You want to talk about how you take it, hon?
Yes, this Food Enzyme has really made a difference for me. Take before we eat, and of course now I'm in my mid-70s, and I take 4 before a meal. Now, there's been times that because of, pressure, got of this, that, or whatever, I may start eating before I took my food enzymes. I'll stop right there, take my food enzymes. Or sometimes I may find that I went all the way through the meal. I'll take them then, right after I got through eating. It makes such a difference. You may have experience in your life after you got through eating a meal, especially maybe a big meal, on a holiday, and you feel like, oh, I feel so full, and it's because no food enzymes. Take the food enzymes, and since I've been doing that, I don't have that feeling at all of that, how full I am and how, it hurts and all. The food enzymes digests it, and it goes right through your system like it's supposed to go. I would not want to be without the food enzymes. My wife knows it. Even if I'm going to snack on something, not a meal, but just a small snack, I still take my food enzymes because they make all the difference.
Okay, you can tell we like food enzymes. But for the children, the Proactizyme from 1 to 21, we use the because this doesn't have hydrochloric acid in it. And people that has acid reflux, I have a lot of people that come in here, and we've never had acid reflux, and we're in our mid-70s past, and we just don't have any trouble at all because we take our enzymes. And the other people that come in here, I got acid reflux. Now, if you have acid reflux and you have this coming up in your throat, I sat under a doctor, and he said it makes grooves in your throat, and he said that he used this in his clinic. And he had a big clinic, and it's called Digestive Bitters, And he said he tells them to hold it in their mouth as long as they can and then swallow it slowly, and it helps to repair the grooves that the acid did, and you heal your throat, because number one of the cancer things right now going on is throat cancer. And so we don't need nothing like that, but the main gist of it is let the body heal itself. And these enzymes literally let the body heal itself. And then this one, high lipase, is when you don't have a gallbladder. I had a lady in here yesterday, and she didn't have a gallbladder. She just lost it, and you either have diarrhea or you either have constipation. And I said, this will act like your gallbladder, because she doesn't have that gallbladder to squeeze the bowel out to digest the fat. This will do it. And then I also read under some of the doctor's teachings that you can lose weight by taking extra one of these, because it goes in and breaks down the fat and takes it out through the waste material. But high lipase is only for fat. It's the enzyme that breaks down fat that you have eaten. Like almost everything has fat, meat and all that stuff. I would say the most is red meat. Sometimes they said it can be 70 to 80% fat. Depends on how lean you get it and how much fat. I used to cook the fat out with water and pour it down the toilet. But anyway, enzymes is very, very important, and it's really important even for your children. And like if you have a child that's 7 or 8 years old and they breathe with their mouth open, they're not digesting the food. You give them one of these enzymes. Or some kids, 2 or 3 years old, we just open it up and stick it over their food, and they don't sleep with their mouth open anymore. That means they're starting to digest, because the enzymes puts the food inside the cells so you can have more energy and your body can really activate good. There's one I forgot. It's high potency protease. High potency protease, they use it for different people that has tumors and cysts. This one lady, she gave her testimony. I got her on a CD, and she gave her testimony. She had a tumor on her kidney, and the doctor wanted to cut it out. And she said no, she was using all the herbs, but the herbs wasn't moving it. So what she did was she moved up to high potency protease. She was taking 5, 5, and 5. She moved up to 10, 10, and 10. Now that sounds like a lot of enzymes, but what that enzyme did, because the tumor has protein all the way around it, it eats it up, and then the white blood cell can go in there and find it and gobbles it up. And when it gobbles it up, there goes your cancer. And finally, after months, the cancer was gone. And she, on the thing, she said, I'm cancer-free. Even her doctor wrote her a letter and said, I didn't think you could do it, but you did it, because he was watching her all the time. And so I was quite happy and amazed and very thankful for what God made for us, these enzymes, to help to restore and help our bodies.